There's a lot to unpack in this new Russell T Davies interview that he just gave, where he did it with a drag queen. The first question is, why is BBC having a drag queen host its morning shows on a mainstream talk show? But hey, let's get into the Doctor Who element of this, because it's been absolutely ridiculous this entire time. This is the direct reason why it failed and why this is just so creepy, and this guy should never be allowed near this program or, any sort of minors ever again, because it's ridiculous. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things Doctor Who and science fiction, my friends. I am a science fiction writer myself, writing some beautiful works right here. It all starts with my Arroz War series. This is a good place to get in on my stuff. It's called The Stars Entwined, and it's about a human spy who embeds himself on an alien starship and tries to bring back information towards home for the middle of a very, very scary war that's going to upend humanity. A lot of complications involved. It builds over a trilogy. You're going to love this. If you like just that hard-hitting sort of classic action that Doctor Who had, you're going to enjoy this. Please check it out in the description below, guys. Thank you for being here and supporting us, supporting our efforts. It's available on ebook, print, and audiobook if you got an Audible credit at the beginning of the month here. Thanks for being here. All right, so Russell T Davies went on the talk show Your Manchester, where he admitted that he tried to twist Doctor Who into an LGBTQIA+, and we know what the plus stands for, pedophile, show, trying to reject that sci-fi was very straight, very masculine, and very testosterone. The Doctor has always been a masculine figure in all of Doctor Who history, if you don't know. The original character was a caring grandfather with a cantankerous attitude. Subsequent iterations became more serious problem solvers. Tom Baker bucked that mold to some degree, highlighting the alien's quirkier nature, but he still remained an action-driven force and a problem solver. Very straight, very masculine, and very testosterone-y, as Russell T Davies would say. Even in the 2005 reboot era, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, they all were very masculine characters in the way that they presented the Doctor. That all seemed to, of course, iterate after Tom Baker to a degree of the wackiness, but they maintained the characters who led their companions into adventure and were problem solvers, right? It all changed with Jodie Whittaker as the network wanted to gender swap, of course, but shockingly, the female-presenting Doctor was not the most feminine out of all the Doctors. Enter Ncuti Gatwa, our favorite gay black Doctor, who absolutely destroyed the show. This is the thing that actually was the final nail in the coffin for Doctor Who. As we now know at this point, there are no plans. This whole Billie Piper gambit that they tacked onto that last episode, making her into the Doctor, made for a big splash on the internet, but nobody bought in. Disney did not renew their contract. It's up in the air. They don't know what's going to go on with it. There's no current plans to get anything going into production. Even though Russell T Davies has written, allegedly, another season, it was meant for Gatwa to actually star in, so he'd have to rewrite it before getting into anything else at this point, and actually had no plan, from what I understand, of what this whole Billie Piper reveal was going to end up being. So they left it on something ridiculous. And that's that. This is an era of Doctor Who I hope they just sweep away and forget. And honestly, it's better if the show doesn't come back for 10 years. Somebody else comes in and pretends this era doesn't exist, because that's the only way to, of course, reset this thing at this juncture. So there were low ratings on this. Quick cancellation, of course, leaving this in doubt. And here's what he said on his interview with this other dude. Oh, boy. Russell T Davies sure likes those dudes in dresses. So this is interesting. He says, this is what he says as he talks to Belinda Scandal. That's the dude's name that he goes by. I think I was just like nudging by 1% in that direction. But in 2025, you also have to look at what others are doing. Science fiction franchises are very straight, very masculine, and very testosterone. I won't do that the whole time. I just like doing the Russell T Davies impression, or the Gungan Lord. What was the guy's name in episode 1 that he Yusa Boss Bongo, whatever that was. I don't remember that guy's name, but you guys probably do. And so that's where Doctor Who can fill a space. Now this is pretty interesting, because if you look at all sci-fi right now, Star Trek. What is Star Trek? Like Discovery is black and gay. Okay, cool. So then we had the Acolyte for Star Wars, black and gay. Okay, so Doctor Who is Oh, it's also blacking. They're all the same. No, there's no very straight, very masculine, very testosterone-y science fiction out right now, and that's why science fiction's not doing very well. And that's why, of course, we have great alternatives. I can't wait for AI to get to a point to where I can adapt these into movies. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna blow away what the BBC is doing right now. It's gonna be so much fun. But Davies went off on his disordered LGBTQ lifestyle when he asked why he supports the cause. He says, and of course, this is where he goes mask off, because every single time these guys get into these situations, it's always a self-insert. Every single time. And why is he doing this with the show? Because I am. Yes, it's all about me, Russell T. Davies says. And so this is what they do. They kick and scream and make everything these little narcissistic rants. And that's exactly what Doctor Who was, especially the second season where it was chastising all the fans, attacking all the fans. It was crazy. And so, I mean, I can't even believe they aired this stuff and let this guy get away with this. And he said, I actually think it's getting worse. I think it's getting tougher. Now, this is pretty interesting, as like every major corporation doesn't just celebrate or tolerate, rather, the LGBTQ lifestyles. They celebrate it. They try to bring more of them into their corporation. They try to do Pride Month festivities and the like. It's absolutely crazy. We have a society where if you talk in the opposite direction, you can you can lose your job over it. I mean, it's crazy. And you know, these people act like they're victims when they are when they're bullying the rest of the society into their weird fetishes. This is all it is. You know, weird fetishes used to be something you just like, you know, whatever, Russell T. Davies, you do whatever you do and leave us alone. And that's what people were down for tolerating for a while. But unfortunately, that was a lie. That's what they told society that they wanted. But they don't want that. They want to go in, like, if you saw recent Pride parades, I'm sorry to get a little crude right here, but like there was one where like a dude put himself in a swimming pool naked, like in one of those kiddie pools. It's always kiddies with these people too. And had a sign urging people to pee on him in the streets. I'm dead serious. This is real. This is how creepy these people are. And they want to do this stuff in front of children. And this is where he kind of goes mask off again. He's going to say this again. He says, do you remember just a few years ago, we had the arrogance to sort of say, why do these big companies support Pride? They're not our allies. We were arrogant. Now they're dropping out. It's like, you idiots. Oh, wow. So corporations who are, you know, trying to sell like hamburgers or whatever aren't like putting rainbow flags on their hamburgers at this point that people don't want to buy. Shocker. I mean, they never should have got involved in it to begin with. I mean, it's ridiculous that they tried to push so hard. And it was, you know, of course, a coordinated effort from the media and from everybody else, because these people like Russell T. Davies control all of that, right? And then they cry when they don't get it. Not even just like it. Now that it's like 99% their way. Oh, it's not 100% our way. Oh, we're victims. That's what they do. It's ridiculous. At the time, I used to say any bank or business that supports the Pride March, someone who sat in a boardroom and defended us, our rights. Someone in that boardroom said, no, let's not do it. And someone won the argument and they're supporting us. Don't ever criticize an ally. Don't ever criticize someone who's giving money to sponsor doing something. Look at them pulling out now. We're going, where are they? Where are they? Because they're getting scared. They're scared of the whole trans argument. Okay? You're missing the point here. Normal people are sick of being harassed by you. That's what's happening. He concluded, I am seeing my own lifetime backlash like I never thought. I wish there was actual backlash against this stuff. But if you look at it, like Disney's still putting in their weird little like gay-coded shit into everything. I mean, it's just constant. Even that Iron Man, Iron Girl, whatever it is, Ironheart, yeah, that's right, has like a drag queen driver in it. I mean, it's just like it doesn't stop. That's another example of some science fiction that is not testosterone-y, as he says. Well, that's not true. I always thought our rights were paper thin. Oh, absolutely honest. If you look at my writing over the last 30 years, it's been the belief that these paper-thin rights can be taken with one vote, one prime minister, and certainly one president. By the way, Donald Trump has not done anything to, quote, take away anybody's rights. He is making sure the government's not just funding random crap like this, because funding something and taking away rights are very different things. This is not happening now. It's literally happening to us. Taking Harvey Milk's name off a ship in the American Navy, that's not, I mean, again, this is not anybody's rights violated. You're allowed to name things whatever you want. You cannot be more petty or more nasty or more hateful towards us. So the fight is on. I think it's disguised as a trans fight, but it's actually after all of us. Gosh, this freaking narcissist. And you literally see it heating up day by day by day by day. He also admitted he's intentionally grooming children, and this is where he's lost everybody and pissed people off. He calls this LGBTQ content, the stuff where he's having the doctor make out with other dudes, something that's totally fine for kids. He says it's perfectly safe for children to watch, but it's like a family show, like a Pixar film. Well, that's interesting, as Pixar is doing the same woke agenda while he pretends it's all not happening with these corporations. Again, these people do three things 100%. They always lie, they always double down, and they always project. While they're pretending to be victims, they're actually making victims out of young children and, of course, attempting to harass and bully normal people into not just tolerating them doing whatever they want off on the side, but again, just like watching all their weird pornography crap in the middle of their homes. That's what they want society to be. It's very creepy. And then, of course, the double down is this every single time. Even though it's failing, he keeps pushing, and he's absolutely lying, calling this a family show at this juncture. You should never let the kids watch this stuff. This is creepy. And he says he tries to go on this. I have rules that are quite strict. No blood. You can have laser beams. You can have deaths. No blood bursting out of people. Oh, that's what it is. So he was also asked about the Billy Piper regeneration. He dodged the question, ignoring it, showing that he had no concept of story, no concept of element of actually trying with anything. It's all a big phoned-in joke where he's going out there and just pushing this agenda full-time. It's crazy, and that's why Doctor Who's off the air now. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We are covering all things science fiction here, guys. Join our community in the Discord, and check out this here, which is my beautiful science fiction trilogy. You're going to love it. It's in the description below. Thanks for reading. We'll be back soon.